Mac Mizzle, the host with the most. Don't need to brag no boast. All I do is give a toast to the real folks who done paved the way and the real way for us players to play. And you already know how I start off with some tracks. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all ready for this one. We talking to the GOAT. This whole ass. You know what
I'm saying? Check me out now. It's outrageous, the rage you feel in mental cages, contagious. Niggas get numb and leave you brainless. Gunning for the top will leave a nigga dead famous. I said gunning for the top will leave a nigga dead famous. Gunning for the top will leave a nigga dead famous. Wait, hold up, wait a minute. Put the kids to bed, will I get explicit with it? Admit it, your day one might be your first critic. Smile in your face, turn your back and he's switching. Cause he ain't never had the heart to go flip it. Addicted to flexing onions out the kitchen. I'm dripping, Excalibur the competition. No face, no case, no damn recognition. Gunning for the top like a greasy politician. I stay up in the game like I'm ducking off my pivot. Some say that with it, they ain't never ever did it. Smack DNA out your dome and say I did it. Big Daddy cool jack knife in this bitch. The best way to stay alive is mind your own business. Loose lips, sink ships, teeth and the missing. Flexing on IG ain't got a pot to piss in. It's outrageous, the rage you feel in mental cages, contagious. Niggas get numb and leave you brainless. Gunning for the top will leave a nigga dead famous. I said gunning for the top will leave a nigga dead famous. Gunning for the top will leave a nigga dead famous. That boy like Charlie, claiming that he winning. Louisville slug his head in the first inning. You can tell I love life and shine when I'm grinning.
Yeah. Let me check. Let me look.
I was too legit to quit from the very beginning. If you got a day, then the world keeps spinning. Keep your eyes open, check your peripheral vision. Niggas claim they ride and set you up for the collision. If you gunning for the top, can't be around misfits. Plotting on the cookie jar to steal all your biscuits. Your man looking wet, so I flex it like a gymnast. Outrageous, the rage you feel in mental cages, contagious. Niggas get numb and leave you brainless. Gunning for the top will leave a nigga dead famous. I said gunning for the top will leave a nigga dead famous. Gunning for the top will leave a nigga dead famous.
We got King Jung up in the show. Yeah, man, you already know. I was just chopping it up with homeboy about this whole Legault situation. We was bringing us some real points, man, about what's going on out here. You know what I'm saying? And how they just pretty much trying to create an atmosphere where the public has to bear the brunt of this whole lockdown. You know, and why like the politicians messed up the way they did this whole lockdown. So let's talk about it, man. Let's get it in. You know what I'm saying? Let me put on a little bit of Mac and music real quick. We're gonna chop it up. Y'all want to listen a little bit more to King Jung? Yeah.
I want to hear Lights track.
Lights? Okay. Yeah. The new Lights track.
Yeah.
Shout out to the little homie Light. You know what I'm saying? Little Cuzzo. Doing it up real big in this new track.
I like that track.
Which one? The Lokes or the other one? The new one?
What I'm used to.
There's a couple of them.
Used to,
yeah. I like that. Yeah.
It's lying.
We're gonna listen to a couple of tracks before we get into this game because you know I gotta promote the homies out here. You know what I'm saying? Real rap, dog. You know what I'm saying? We're taking over this whole rap scene. Y'all just stay tuned.
This is what I used to. 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 This is what I used to.
The visuals are nice out there, you know what I'm saying? And he's straight. He's straight to where you know what I'm saying? I feel that shit. That's what right there, you do the two things. You can't be a real man without the bumps and bruises, cuz. You know what I mean? You can't be a real man without the bumps and bruises. You know what I'm saying? You can't go through this bitch and not be paid up. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta work. You gotta work out. You know what I'm saying?
He's a shoot every time.
You gotta work out.
Celebrate, can't pass the Dutch, your numbers just ain't adding up. That's why these niggas mad as fuck. Got to bling them out and stuff. All the fiends they calling us. Catch them in the 6, they come back to the west and ball them up. We them hot niggas, 247 turning up the block. Sure the rock nigga, everywhere I go, I make it hot. Check the clock, nigga, I gotta give it all I got. I'm a plot type of nigga, pull up when I get the drop. Let that bitch breathe.
Let that bitch breathe.
It's 247.
Gang.
Hot nigga pull up when I get the drop. This is what I used to. 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 This is what I used to.
I gotta hear a Lights and Jungle track together.
Niggas said fuck me when I wasn't doing well. Niggas call me cause he couldn't put it for the bell. Bitches said they like me, but they never sent me mail. Now I'm hungry at the since they put me in the cell. I want all of that for artifacts. How did they call me that a fucker? I ain't calling back. I give these bitches heart attacks. Heart attacks, heart attacks.
Yeah, I gotta make more for me.
I ain't got the shit, but I got it.
Got that diesel on deck, eh?
Niggas challenge, no hard to shorty find it. Fucked it up, I must rewind it. You must be blinded, must be blinded. Savage, give a fuck about dying. Still dead, these niggas try it. Back. Right day, nigga. Now he coming. 247. This is what I used to. This is what I used to. This is what I used to.
Now we coming. Broad. Hey.
Anyways, yo. Lego gotta let go of the blood clot city.
Hold on, one more track, John. One more track from the little homie. I fucks with this one too, though.
I do this all the time. Shorty wanna fuck, come on. Pinky ring, make her blind. What do you mean? Stop this.
You want dope and cool.
West side, we on road. Everywhere we go, it's litty. West side, keeping close. Bad bitches in them dogs with me. They don't want no smoke, no calls, take it so quickly. Say let's do more, making moves around the whole city. West side, we on road. Everywhere we go, it's litty. West side, keeping close. Bad bitches in them dogs with me. They don't want no smoke, no calls, take it so quickly. Say let's do more, making moves on the whole city. Montreal, most wanted. Road sick niggas, no vomit. Caught her up, rolled on it. In the trap, till they don't want it. Bottles popping like bang, bang. She fell in love with a bad man. Beat it up, long gun. Got the Nina in my long chop. Done the chit chop, fell in love with things with a kickback. Whoa, she got a big bag, either me or my niggas on hit back. Click clack, 6 shots, what he comes with 6 packs. Big facts got a couple bands stashed with a crib back. They don't like me, so I walk with a pole.
Yo, I gotta do a couple things, so yo, let's get this on.
light up the song. Came up in the back blocks with a black block, it's a light show. Pull up, now we slap shots like the black house, leave him on the floor. West side, we on road, everywhere we go, it's Millie. West side, keeping close, bad bitches in them roads with me. They don't want no smoke, no calls, take it so quickly. Say let's do more, making moves on the whole city. West side, we on road, everywhere we go, it's Millie. West side, keeping close, bad bitches in them roads with me. They don't want no smoke, no calls, take it so quickly. Say let's do more, making moves on the whole city. Trying to make a stop with this gun on my waist with a skin. I got special words, you know I'm making it back and I'm popping mollies. I ain't taking all nights. I can take it to the field, take it to the top, better keep it short. Yeah, real well, man, so I keep the shooter on my left side. On the gang, can't fuck with no next guy. 10 4 and 5s and them tech flies. Fuck the odds, we smoke on deck guys. Shout out OZ and MI, that's big bros on the south side. She be so dope when you kill cold, so that she make bread. She a nympho. I was trapping on that big flow, making walks off this flip phone. She wanna fuck up hold that bitch, no. Gotta get rich, it's simple. 6 days I ain't even been home. I sang rock with that pistol. I slang rock with that pistol. 247, nigga. West side, we on road. Everywhere we go, it's Liddy. West side's keeping close. Bad bitches in them lows with me. They don't want no smoke, no calls, take it so quickly. Say let's do more, making moves on the whole city. West side, we on road. Everywhere we go, it's Liddy. West side's keeping close. Bad bitches in them lows with me. They don't want no smoke, no calls, take it so quickly. Say let's do more, making moves on the whole city.
Bad bitches and them logs with me. Easy, easy.
Yo, let's talk about it. I got a smirk.
Yeah, let's go. Let's get it in, man.
So, yo, you see how the man is blaming? You see how the man is blaming?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see how the man is blaming?
Yeah, but that's his job, you know, to deflect. That's politicians what they do, you know. If it's not one group's fault, it's the other. You know what I'm saying? They'll never take the blame.
I heard him say I got the mindset of
So I'm like,
so it's guaranteed $1 billion.
This whole lockdown, right? You went through the whole year with like a half a quarantine lockdown, whatever. And they let everybody out for summertime, right? Remember that? They let everyone out for summer.
Make sure that it can get more numbers, but at the end of the day, when they open the school, you know, the man had the numbers down, and then he goes and opens the school, the numbers go up, like, and then he wants to blame the people of Montreal. We can't close and open the schools. He's the one that got that fucking power. How the fuck you gonna blame Montrealers for fucking living? Shut down their shit. The numbers go down. Everybody's still living, but the numbers are going down. Everybody's still living, but the numbers are going down when he had all that shit shut, right? Borders, all that shit went down. You understand? And then he said, oh, fuck it, the economy, our money. Boom, open it back up.
Yeah. Crazy. And then on top of that, he opens it back up. He sees the numbers go up, and he's like, well, we have to make an adjustment. Nobody's allowed to be around their family on Christmas. I mean, what the fuck? And then you want to come with a full lockdown right now? Y'all don't really care about people, huh? You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I gotta make some moves out here, dog.
All right, no problem. But yeah, man, that's what I want to talk about, you know? Just chop it up with the homie about this whole lockdown thing. Now I'm gonna continue the show. But this is Legault talking about the lockdown, man. This motherfucker is crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show y'all a little video right quick. I know you got shit to do, man. You know what I'm saying? Saturday the lockdown's coming, so you better get your shit in before. What was it? 8 o'clock? The curfew?
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock. These motherfuckers is crazy, boy.
So I think the vaccination, as it starts to roll out, will certainly have a direct impact in terms of making people feel more comfortable and allowing certain rules and regulations to be relaxed. But it's going to be a very long time before we get all of the population vaccinated. And more importantly, people feel comfortable again, because there's a kind of a hangover after an outbreak of a major infectious disease like this that can last years, if not decades. So the pandemic has obviously had an impact on all shopping streets and places where people gather, because people are not able to gather and they're not comfortable gathering, lolling about, strolling, window shopping, etc., which is a big part of what defines a place like St. Catherine Street, because there's a lot of impulse shopping, you could say. It's almost a recreational kind of
All right,
shopping
yo,
that takes
I'm gonna
place
catch you up.
along of the downtown
All right,
stretch
fam.
here. Right, so what can the government do? That's a really tricky question. There's not a whole lot, to be honest. Is a good example of the problem, which is also a transformation. Housing level retail is going to typically be more play, leisure time oriented. And so unless we want to discourage people from living in central city neighborhoods or on main streets, we're going to see more of the same. There's the usual sort of thing around municipalities taxing businesses and retailers less, doing something about land speculation, and of course, there's the sort of the broader question of mobility and transport and access. But there are no easy, quick fixes.
So meaning there's no easy fixes, meaning that this shit's gonna last for quite some time. So I hope people understand that this pandemic, it seems to be real, but the way that they go about controlling it, they never took any pointers from the Chinese. The Chinese were wearing masks a year prior to when they told us to wear masks, which is when the virus probably hit the hardest. And now the virus is continuing because it spreads amongst people who travel to countries that are pretty much infested with the virus.
So according to studies, there's one food that can raise your overall testosterone level
You know?
by 52%, and overall.
And if you're infested with the virus,
I'm gonna say probably
and you allow people to travel in and out the country,
never heard of this food.
what do you expect to happen? But now, the reason why people have to travel in and out the country is because some people travel abroad, and they're always going here and there. You know, you got stewardess, you
So one of my
got
buddies
everything,
texted me the other day, and he was asking for some help with getting a shit. And he said that
which is totally understandable.
he's out of shape now and trying to be healthier, but his energy
But
is way down,
let's not forget that we're in a democracy. We're in a free country. For y'all to just take away our rights because you guys were negligible on your part of handling the whole COVID situation is a bad look and shows a bad judgment and poor problem solving skills. You know, I mean, if you want to lock down the whole Montreal,
so I made a free presentation that tells you what this food is, why to stop eating it, and a 30-second morning routine that you can start doing to boost this hormone and make getting a Hit the learn more button below.
If you want
Check it out.
if you want to lock down the whole Montreal, go ahead and do it. But for how long and for what reasons, you know? Because it seems to me during this 2-3 week lockdown since Christmas, I don't think the cases have spiked. So the cases haven't spiked.
Gonna be a good year, nigga. I ain't done with you, motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
And you announce a 3 to 4 week lockdown. Do you think that cases are going to decrease, or do you think it's going to go back to cases increasing? And if that's the case, then you can't lock people down forever. So what is the real way to fight this disease? Is by educating the public on ways to make your immune system stronger and to effectively counter the medical industry, which gives you drugs and only administers things instead of healing you from the inside out holistically. So this is what they're trying to do. They're only making these type of restrictions and parameters because they know that their numbers are dwindling and they need time to figure out another way to cash grab. You know, they don't really understand this virus, and if they did, they would know that it takes much more than just parameters. It takes a whole approach of health, healing, healthy eating, healthy living, which is something that everybody needs, everybody deserves on the planet, which is why I subscribe to the teachings of the code by Mr. Neely Fuller Jr., which is the compensatory concept code system for countering racism. And this is a code which helps you further understand white supremacy. Because with their destructive nature and character right now, they don't really know what they're doing, and they're going to turn themselves inside out. And this is what troubles people in the world right now. You know? How far are we going to let them control and understand that we have a better system at play when it comes to countering whatever they got going on, you know? Because we run by a code. A code is supposed to work at all times. You know what I'm saying? So the code that we should go by is truth, justice, and awareness. Justice is guaranteeing that no person is mistreated, and guaranteeing that the person that needs help the most gets the most constructive help. Now, this constructive help telling people that you should stay home and stay away from your people and don't interact with them physically because you might catch a virus? Or is it arming ourselves with the right tools and right resources to combat the virus and to overcome it? Because in this instance, prevention is not better than cure. You can't prevent something that's ideally part of our living atmosphere. Us as living organisms, which is pretty much the science of microbes and viruses. So, in order for us to overcome this, we gotta overcome the fear of knowledge and know-how, and really see how they think. They think that pretty much we're not here to stay, and eventually we're going to get wiped out. And that is not our thinking as melanated people. We've been here since the beginning. We continue to coincide the earth because we live one with the species of the earth and the plants and the elements, and we are some people. So this lies the dilemma, the conundrum the white supremacists have. They don't know whether it's to accelerate their evil, twisted system, perpetual bliss to black darkness, or do they continue to sugarcoat everything and make things unheaded, so we don't figure out what exactly is wrong with the planet. We can't figure out how to adjust and fix our dilemmas that are just keeping us in these situations of scarcity and poverty. Because at the end of the day, a virus is only causing more scarcity and depravity for the non-white people of the planet. Scarcity and depravity is a large portion of why the people of the world are sick and don't have the power to combat the powers that be. And they have the overabundance, but they have the weak immune systems and DNA, so which helps them prolong their existence, but regresses them in their thinking and their way of communicating with the rest of the planet. So this lies the problem. You got one side that doesn't know exactly what they're doing, but they control everything. And you got one side that knows what we're supposed to be doing and countering that, but we control nothing. So eventually we'll see how far this takes us. We're talking about nanotechnology, particles, how they can reconstruct limbs and cells and whatnot. One thing I do know is we are the dominant gene, and we control the planet just by mere fact of our reproductive prowess. Because at the end of the day, if you don't know what you're doing or how you're doing it, you'll never reach the plateau that you make it. And that's the part that keeps us undermined and disenfranchised. So when it comes to Legault, doing what New York and all these places did a few months back, I could understand it, but don't blame it on the public, because it's not our fault, man. It's y'all mismanagement, backward ass place. And I hope this curbs the number of people getting it. But more importantly, I hope y'all realize to explain to the public that they do need to worry about their health a little bit more and give them tools to strengthen their immune system, resources, information, you know what I'm saying? A whole lot of, innovative ways where we could come together and explain to the general public that a strengthened immune system is the only and best way to combat a viral infection. So, for that matter, prevention is better than cure, but once you go past the prevention and it's already here, we gotta build up our defenses. And the best defense is a great offense. So it's your boy Mac Mizzle. And you know how I feel. Keep it real in the field. And fuck how Legault feels. I'm out this. Be out.